Turn the mic on, silly. There we go. That's better. What's up, rednecks? How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well and you're staying safe. Oh, the joys of making video. Started recording, didn't turn the mic on. Anyway, this week I got something a little different for you. A little something other than my usual sass and wit and sarcasm. Doing a lot of thinking, and I just wanted to reflect on the past year and what it's meant for me and Mrs. and maybe what it's meant for you. Maybe you'll find some small piece of advice or guidance in all this. So what do you say? Let's do this, all right? Like most of you, I'm sure we all had big plans for the year that was 2020. I mean, here at Redneck Central, we were all set to become traveling nomads. We were going to work from our laptops and live in our motorhome and travel around and see the sights. We'd planned out all these great excursions. We're going to go to the East Coast for like 5 weeks. Some cool stuff around there. We're going to head south of the border through the United States. Travel around, and the idea for us was to be somewhere warm, southern states, for the winter, right? I mean, we'd built a business that allowed us that luxury, that freedom. It allowed us to work from anywhere we wanted as long as we have an internet connection. But then, of course, like an unwelcome house guest, this little thing called the Rona came and shut down the world just as we were getting ready to get started. I mean, for me at first, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I am so inconvenienced right now. I have all these big plans that we were going to do, and we were going to travel, and we were going to see North America, and we just sold everything and downsized drastically into this motorhome, and the whole idea was to be free and travel. And now everything was shutting down. Really quickly, too. And it was frustrating, right? Because nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew what was happening. Nobody could give you a straight answer, so you couldn't do anything. You didn't know whether you were coming or going. And it was hard to accept that everything we had just planned on had just been put on hold indefinitely. But the reality is, it turned out to be a blessing in disguise for us. Because we spent more time in close quarters together than we probably would have spent if we were sightseeing around the country. So we really got to get to know each other again, and we spent some great quality time together, just the two of us. And we also got some good times with visiting family when we could, right? But the big thing for me personally was it was a lot of personal development for me. I'd returned to a long gone passion about writing. So I wrote and published 2 books. I got more coming. They're all up here. They're slowly coming from here to the laptop to publishing. So it's cool. Started my blog. Share thoughts and feelings about life. Give everybody some entertainment, some advice, and some humor. And, help people whenever journey they may be on. Just help them get through life and navigate the storms and the water and the... My God, put your phone on silence when you're recording video. And, I mean... So it was cool for us. We were able to develop and get reacquainted and get to know each other again. And we had each other. But for many, for many of you, it may have been a difficult year. And it may be, depending on where you're living now, it may be still going on. Because, shit, here in Ontario, it's lockdown 3.0, but truthfully, it just feels like it's been one big, long shutdown since a year ago. But there's a lot of people who weren't as fortunate as me. Or maybe not as fortunate as you have been. And those are the people you need to watch out for. Those are the people that you want to go and check on. Right? So another reason I started blogging is it helps me clear my head and my thought process, and it just helps me relax, which is weird, I guess, but not everyone is able to deal with the emotions that way. So it's important. You got to keep an eye on your friends and your neighbors and your family members who may not be doing okay with all this lockdown and downtime and shit. And, those folks are going through some stuff you may or may not know anything about. And as we're rolling up here, we're now into May of 2021, and we're jumping in and out of lockdown like a toddler with a brand new kiddie pool. One day it's sunny and shiny and the water's hot and it's cool and we're good and we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Now that kiddie pool's freezing cold. It's cloudy and it's gloomy and I don't want to play in it no more. In and out like a kid with a new toddler, like a toddler with a new kiddie pool. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So, it's still a big year of uncertainty for a lot of people. And we need to be mindful of that. We need to be mindful of each other. And we need to be mindful of the ones that aren't strong enough to weather the storms of life that they may be going through. Right? There's many people who live a shut-in lifestyle. There's many people who aren't as mobile. And there's many people that this pandemic is just beating the piss out of. Let's be honest. So whether it's a friend, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's a family member, you got to take the time and you got to go check on them. Make sure they're okay. Make sure they're not falling down into some weird, tormented, dark, dank, stinky place, right? I know. Like I said at the beginning, this one's a little different than my usual wit, sass, and chatter. But I just wanted to share it with you because it's something we all need to be aware of and we all need to think of, right? So, my rednecks, thanks for hanging out with me for these 10 minutes, whatever it's been. Check on your family and friends. Make sure they're doing all right. Stay safe. And if you haven't yet, smash that big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on my charm and my sass and this beautiful face. And I will see you right here next week. Stay safe, rednecks.